Hi, and welcome once again to this greatest show ever. It's so great to be here with you guys. So, we are going to talk about a bit of some of my projects today. And we will glue back the axes on these two fellows. Now, remember when I said that I have this black orc two-handed group that I'm using? This two-handed axe group is like a pain in my, or like a rock and shoe, because I really don't. Well, they're really cool, but I'm trying to assemble an army that is like fourth, fifth, sixth. No, not sixth edition, but more like a fifth edition. You know, with the older orcs and so on, and these kind of chaps. So I'm trying to assemble these, and I got this one in the mail the other day. It's about the same pose of them, but there are differences, as you can see. The kilts are thin laminate, and there are some bigger, it's like metal stuff. They have, of course, they both have the same shoes and shoulder pads, but the helmets are a bit different. This one has two like very big horns, and this one has three a little bit bigger, minor horns, right? So that's two. Now let's just continue assembling so that we have about 18 or maybe 20 of them. Hopefully there are more than just two model-like, or two variations of these two. Now I'll be gluing this one, this is the metal one, onto the shaft here, like this or something like this. But I need to bend it a bit, but I don't want to use pliers because then I will mess things up. So I'm using my bare finger strength to do it. Now I think the chance of super glue holding this one is very limited, right? Very, very small. So in the future, next time it breaks off, I will take my little drill. I have this little small electric drill, a drill like we did with that someone did with the tail the other day, with like glue together yesterday, the green one, you remember? So we're gonna do the same thing with this axe then. But right now, I just want them to have up in the shelf, and that part will be stick together and not falling apart and like cats eating them and stuff like that. So we're taking our magic glue here, turn off the gently, come on, what is happening always to me? Well, I can't really use plastic glue on it. Is it like, oh Christ, it drips all over the miniatures. Oh bollocks. This thing always happens to me, right? Oh well, that's great. No, I did not see that coming. So we put a little bit of drop here, a tiny one. Maybe we should clean the glue. So, and we will glue it back together. And remember, we will blow on it a bit. Yeah, a long process, but I'm working. I'm almost there. I just wanted to a little bit of stack. Oh yeah, that's great. That's enough. Anyway, I got some. It's not the straightest axe in the world, but it should be enough, right? Yeah. So it's kept in place. That's the main aim of it. So now we need to find a base for this fellow, and I had the base here somewhere at 25 millimeters. Oh well, one of the kids just got up, so I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, my dear friends. I hopefully the little one just went to bed, so he won't wake up anymore, so he doesn't disturb us a bit more, because I'm starting to go into my trance here. Anyway, I was talking about these ones. So we see how many, because I'm not at least familiar of the range of all the miniatures that Games Workshop had. And I know there is two-handed, but hopefully they're more in two models, right? Because all units are about the same. Maybe it's up to 4, maybe 5. But we see. We have 2. Now we will do the same one with this one, but this one is the plastic one. So we will not take this glue. We take this glue. Our great and trusted Rival. So we put a little bit at the same spot, almost. Yeah, just rub it in a bit. Forgot that I got super glue all over the cutting mat. Now I think it go upward. Yeah, it goes up. There we go. And we start to do it the same as usual. Just for it to stick. Blowing a bit of it. Now this is a thing that I really enjoy doing. They're like making all miniatures relive. I have some other models that I will show you that I brought on the second-hand market, like eBay and stuff. Okay. The handle. Now I need to balance this a bit, because I will tip. Well, it will go down. If I go this way, it will tip. So I need to hold it in a rather straight line for at least some minutes. It to like fast and stick and dry. So the other one part we have, because I started to play in the 4th edition, right? And then the Bretonnia wasn't that big. Well, I haven't heard of it, and it wasn't that fun to play with knights actually. So I really got in contact with it in the 5th edition. You know, the box with the lizardmen and the Bretonians. But about the same year we left it. We stopped to play because it was all challenges and stuff. So I hope that the new ones they are really gonna base it more like on the core rules of the 6th edition than on the 7th that there are rumors about. And just throwing in bits of the 5th and 6th and 9th edition. So we'll see how that works. The prices of Games Workshop are peaking upwards. Strange, maybe it's the high expense of the plastic. Who knows? Because plastic is from oil, right? So we'll see how that ends up. I think I will wait a bit for the discount to hit more. Then I will buy Octorius team, so we can open that together, because I really like them orcs, and it's the Kriegsmarine or whatever you call them. Yeah, I need to stick a little bit more. So that will be fun. Another thing I'm waiting for is the WATERLOO epic battles from Warlords. The Warlords are really the epic ones. The Civil War, American Civil War, great miniatures. And I like the dismounted cavalry, and the skirmishes really looks nice too as well. But of course they are in metal, so some people really like plastic. I don't really care. But what I won't care is that if I have an army, they all should be about the same weight, right? So I'm not using some miniature that are metal and move them around, and the others plastic that they're just tossing about. So in the heat of battle, you can forget that these are not metals and give away a bit more strength to them. So they will fall over and spread all over the battlefield. So this is good. Yeah, let's let them dry. Now for my other project, these ones are the famous Bretonnia that I told about, right? Now another part that is very nice, I would try to mention, is those tails on them horses. Don't glue them together, let them be a bit tossy like this, because they won't break as easy as they are glued into the pot. So you need to glue the miniature all around, but not the spinning tail. And yeah, so they're like a chopped unit. So that's good. Now I have some models here that I acquired. I have this one. They are a bit of roughed down actually. They're scraped, but I would try to make them as new again with some thinners or some acrylic paint remover or whatever. But I won't use as I did on this one, right? I won't do like a toothpick, because the toothpick actually gets into the metal and curves it, and so I will clean them up, and we will have a small showcase afterward. We will have a show about cleaning miniatures, right? And this one I got as well. It's you know, there's the 5th edition, I think, Questing Knights, and the later parts. And these are the later parts. They look really awesome. They have like this lances. They have this two-handed swords, and then have this backpacks on them, right, with helmets, and so there are bells and spear axes, spear lances. Some let's see what we can see in here. We can see a spear, a lance, a broken lance, or maybe there's a part missing here. Anyway, we have a spear, we have a helmet, we have a bell, we have like cloth holding everything together, and we have a money pouch, and we have a blanket. So that's good. That's good. And of course we have this one. So we have one questing knight so far, and then we have a lower part of a poor knight. I don't have the upper part, so it was really interesting if we find the upper part or not. And then we have 2 shields, right, for them knights. Sadly they are the same grail. They have the same grail on their head, but yeah. We can glue the tail together here, because it's popped off. Now should we use a bit of metal? Anyway, I need to clean this, so hopefully, I wonder if somebody is making these, like in the second, just the tails, like the tail industry or something like that. That would be awesome. Anyway, so we are stripping paint from these ones. Maybe I will take a photograph, because I like the contrast color of the blue and the gold, right? So it's rather nice. And a blue tail. Well, somebody was very creative. And then we have these guys, the pink forcers, with hearts on the or whatever it is, like well, they look interesting. They have the crosses and so they look like this, black and purple, and some red. They are hand painted. Everything is hand painted on them, I can see. There's no decals and stuff. They have these shields. I know the shields, you can remember what kind of edition they are, I think. They will be Knights Errant. Yeah, they can be Knights Errant, or at least one of them with a flag. So we need to clean the color of this one as well, and then we need to come up with a color scheme. You see the difference of the sword. I didn't notice before, but this sword and this sword, this one is more plainer or lighter, or no, how you can simpler than this more complex with the lily on top and some rubies in the hilt yeah. Oh well, we have a lot of work ahead of us, my friends. So this is a part that we talk about. Now we have glued this one together. That's great. And the orc. So the repair that we think of doing this episode, you're done. We have shown you the great knights, and we need to start painting. But before I paint, I need to get rid of the colors of the yellow fellows, right? You remember? Because I did overdo it a bit. I don't really know why. I must go and like find out. Another miniature that I can find out, I can show you, is this Breton Knight Trumpeter. It's from the 9095, so it's about the same as the Orcs over there. It's the same edition. But this one is reopened somewhere. So we have still the tail, right? That's good. And the head. So this is the 5th edition horses. As same as this one, also should be the 5th edition horses. The 5th edition horse with another head, the Grey Knight head. And we have the base. All right. I will tell you about the bases and trays later on. I thought that these Games Workshop, I don't know if it's Game Workshop, but some of them should be like this is Games Workshop. They should be a bit like wider. Because if we measure them from 0, they're about 24 millimeters. 24 millimeters. I thought they were 25 millimeters, and that sucks because the trays that I ordered, I'll talk about them later, I counted it as for 25 millimeters. So I am a bit disappointed. So I need to thin them down a bit. Anyway, so and here's the trumpet, and here we have the shield, right? So he has other kind of shield. So this is the 4th edition shield, I suppose. Or when did the 5th edition come? Was it 96, 94? Maybe they're around, because the new edition is 2000 something. So this is the 5th edition cavalry, or Bretonians, right? Petit. We can look it up in our catalog. What catalog do we want? We want this one catalog. Let's take a look at the 2003 Bretonnia. Here we have the orcs, and Bretonnia starts with a B, and it should be in front. No, that's the Necrons. Do we have Empire, Dwarves? Here we have. Oh, they have different shields. Okay. Well, that's Knight Errant, but anyway. Yeah, and they still have. This is the horde, right? I was right about that. They have because these ones that they have a shield on them, they are 6th edition or a later edition. This is what I meant. Where's the trumpet? The guy with the trumpet. They don't have yes, they have, but he has this thing. So this should be earlier. You see? Now let's see if we can find them. Here is the musicians or the, and he has a griffin or something on his head. This one, come on, don't have it. And the package still says that he is a Bretonnian knight of the real trumpeter. So our conclusion is that we need to find another picture on the website to confirm which kind of area he is. So we can be fitting all. We could use him as a knight's errant, but he has a lot of like armor thing, and the doesn't have, because on this page or this in this put the glue on the these ones don't have any helmets, right, in this edition, in the 6th edition. So this must be the 7th edition knights. I will get into it, and I think maybe it's trumpet. No, he could be just a plain-headed thing, because of course knights is rather easy. You can do errants with regular helms, and knights with the hydraulic kind of things on top of it, like the eagles and dragons and fishes and stuff like that. And then you could the Grail Knights is still the same. Yes, Grail Knight. Well, that's interesting. Grail Knight Trumpeter. Command group. So we will strip everything from the paint. There's some nice decals on here, but we will rip them up. I will tear the glue out, and we will really make it to relive. There are some difference between these. I think this is no, this is this kind of horse. So it's 7th edition horses, I suppose, right? So these are 7th edition. Oh well, let's see what we can make of it. So that will be everything for today. Stay tuned, paint away, glue safely, don't spill the super glue all over your miniatures, like I did, for example. Stay safe, and we will see each other maybe tomorrow even. Have a good time.